Just me, a place to be me, where you get to experience life. 'Cause life is a journey, not a guided tour. If you want the rainbow, you have to go through the rain.
Welcome back to the Just Me podcast, your safe space for conversations that heal, challenge, and uplift. I'm Tracy.
I'm Sasha.
And I'm Sharina. And today we're wrapping up our powerful series on gender, culture, and mental health with an episode titled Finding Balance and Ethnicity.
So, this one is all about embracing the full spectrum of who we are, masculine and feminine traits, logic and emotion, strength and softness. So, let's get
All right, let's start here. Masculinity and femininity are not opposites. They're not even gender exclusive. Every person carries both. Remember when I was having trouble saying that word, progesterone? Everyone carries estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. We all carry those hormones. It's a matter of how much we carry that indicates whether we will be quote unquote more man or quote unquote biological sex or quote unquote female biological sex.
Okay, now with that being said, I hear what you're indicating. But when it comes to compassion, the feeling is not just feminine. Leadership isn't just masculine. We need both leadership and compassion. Once again, we need both. We need those in parenting, in partnership, friendship, and purpose. We need both.
we most definitely need both. And when we limit ourselves, when we box traits into gender, a woman can be assertive and gentle. Trust and believe. I can be assertive and gentle. And a man can be protective and nurturing. And when we give ourselves permission to be both, we actually grow.
And this balance creates a healthier relationship and a more complete sense of yourself. So we stop performing and start showing up as our whole selves.
And if you think about it, when we deny parts of ourselves, that creates conflict. And the conflict that it creates is internal conflict. And internal conflict at times when it does not come out, it can cause anxiety, where we're very, very anxious, where we do not know how to regulate those feelings. It also can cause us to become depressed and also identity confusion, where we don't know who we are.
Yeah, definitely when we talk about the anxiety and depression and identity confusion, balance enhances mental health. But when we accept all aspects of who we are, our mental health improves. We stop living under pressure to be what others expect and start living in alignment with our true self, our truth. Just me, just me.
Balance definitely allows us to access a wider emotional vocabulary. We become more adaptable, more grounded, and more present.
And when we think about people that are navigating through trauma or generational patterns, that can be overwhelming and very stressful. And this kind of balance is a powerful tool and for healing.
And we definitely need that healing to take place. So when we talk about living authentically, what does that really look like in everyday life?
It looks like saying what you mean, even when your voice shakes. It's showing up with boundaries. It's honoring your no when you say no, and no being a complete sentence, and celebrating when you say yes, because yes can be a complete sentence.
Mhm.
And you're right about that, Sasha. Yes can be a complete sentence, and no can be a complete sentence. And it's also letting go of perfection. Letting go of perfection. A lot of people struggle with that. and we're wanting you to let go. And it's not about getting everything right. It's about being real. Recognize that we have weaknesses, recognizing that we need help. Just keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real. See, the authentic me or the authentic you can laugh out loud, can cry when needed, can grow at my own pace and not according to no one else's timeline. That's living the authentic me. So live the authentic you.
And when we think about it, when we are living authentically, we give ourselves permission and we give other people permission to do the same. When you think about raising kids, a few minutes ago I said that no is a complete sentence and yes is a complete sentence. When we talk about raising kids, that may need to be expanded. So helping kids to say no, or when you're telling kids, when you're trying to lead kids, telling them no and helping to problem solve a conflict, that can help them then better able to articulate and communicate when they are with their friends or when they are with when they don't have you in their presence. It helps them to talk and speak more confidently.
And as we wrap this series up, this has been such a journey where we looked at beliefs, we looked at how people do certain things in their cultures, but we've also opened a door for us to think and do things different. As I said in the previous episode, as it relates to creating a new legacy, a healthier legacy.
And if there's one thing that we want you to walk away with is you are allowed to be all of you. Bold, balanced, beautiful, and becoming.
So definitely keep on leaning into your truth, keep showing up for your mental health, and keep rewriting your story.
This is the Just Me podcast. Once again, we want y'all to be real. We want y'all to be seen. And we also want you all to be healed.
And we also want y'all to subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.
All right, guys. Until next time, take care of yourself so that we can all take care of each other. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Just Me Therapy podcast. If you are seeking further one-on-one diagnoses, interventions, and treatment plans, please consider scheduling an appointment with an individual counselor at Journeys Counseling Center, located in Greensboro, North Carolina. Journeys can be reached at 336-294-1349. The mission of Just Me Therapy podcast is to use authentic conversations to uplift one's mind, body, and soul. The goal of Just Me Therapy is to offer affordable education and insight to individuals who experience financial barriers to accessing individualized behavioral health care services. With that being said, the information, including opinions, advice, and recommendations discussed in this podcast, are intended for individual, informational, and educational purposes only. Such information is not intended to substitute the recommendations of your own licensed therapist or healthcare professional. Although we are licensed behavioral health professionals, we are not your licensed behavioral health professional. As a result, the advice mentioned on this podcast should not replace the recommendations offered by your own qualified health professional.